bro, you got to be humble. You got to be humble. You got to always be humble. Never try to be arrogant. You're being too arrogant, bro. Humble yourself. That's what society's telling you. You're a nice guy right now, and you're constantly listening to other people tell you to be humble because they don't know their own value, or they may see themselves as lower value, and you in turn see yourself as higher value, but you want to be nice to them and make them feel good. So you humble yourself. You lower your own value in society to make other peons feel better about themselves. And I'm telling you this right now, the best thing you can do in your life, if you want to blow up in business, if you want to get better relationships, if you just want to have a better life, you have to show your value. That's the opposite of being humble in my personal perspective. It's showing your value. It's being confident. It's not being cocky or arrogant, because cocky or arrogant means that you're putting value on things that genuinely really don't matter, but you're putting value on them because you genuinely don't have any internal value. If you have internal value, it's almost impossible for you to be cocky. It's almost impossible because you're not going to care about a lot of the material shit. You're not going to care about a lot of those things, but you'll care about the value that you provide. You'll remind somebody what you can actually do, because that's how you get paid. That's how people want you around them. People want valuable people around them, not humble little servants and peasants that walk around and say, I'm humble. Oh yeah, it's nothing. Bro, that literally is keeping you stuck forever. There is literally no way that you'll be able to succeed in life if you're humble. And I know what you're saying. You're like, well, all the gurus tell me to be humble. They say, oh, you have to be humble. I only got here because I'm humble. That's a fucking psyop. All of them are literally brainwashing you to believe that you need to be humble to succeed. When all of them, if you looked at their internal state right now, they're not humble. They know they're better than everybody, because that's what it takes to be successful in life, in anything that you do. You have to believe that you're better than other people. That's what puts you as above average. All of you guys, you're watching this right now, you don't want to be average. So to not be average, you have to see yourself better than most people, because that makes you by default above average. So it completely negates the whole humble definition, because by lowering your own value in society, especially internally, a lot of this is internal. A lot of it's not showing off. That's not what I mean by showing competency. It's actually showing people that you're good at things, that you can actually do what you say that you can actually do, that you can actually make money. When I was doing my fitness business, and I'm still doing it now, do you think people would work with me if I was humble? If I didn't show people results, if I didn't show my own physique, if I put a shirt on all the time, do you think people would actually listen to me? No, they wouldn't. Because what do I have to show for? What value, what proof of value do I have? And most of the times when people try to be humble, they put a blanket over their actual value, their proof of value. They just muzzle it because it makes somebody else feel insecure. Anybody that tells you to be humble is because they're not secure in themselves. And because you're actually threatening them by your success, by what you're doing. And it's the same in business. The best business people are not humble. They put on a humble front because they understand how to manipulate society. They understand how to manipulate the average person. Because the average person believes in the humility bullshit. So when they see someone fake being humble, they're going to think that person is noble, right? No, that person is manipulating you into thinking they're humble and downplaying what they're doing so that they can give you the persona of humility, because they know that that's what society wants. I'm too raw for that shit. I don't want to do that. If I'm really good at something, you're going to know. You're going to know. If I have a physique that's undeniable, you're going to know. If I'm able to help my clients achieve their goals, you're going to know. If I'm able to date women who are high quality and everything, women, if I'm single and I've dated women and I attract women like that, they're gonna know. Either it's by me showing it by some way, shape, or form, or them just seeing it, they're gonna know. But downplaying yourself just diminishes your value, and it puts you in a position where people just feel bad for you. Is that what you want? You want to gain success because people just feel bad about you, because you've lowered your own value so much and you've made yourself seem like this little peon that people just give you things out of pity? That's what you want? That's the humility. That's what humility is going to get you. Humility is going to get you resentment. Because you're going to be like, why don't people respect me? Why are people respecting the cocky asshole over there? And I'm sitting here and I'm humble and nobody gives a fuck about who I am. You want to know why? Because they're showing competency. Even if that shit is fake, they're still showing competency. And that's why they always win. You might be wondering, why are these cocky people winning? You see Andrew Tate, bro, he's so fucking cocky, but he still keeps winning. Why? Because again, he's not humble. He's not falling into the psyop of being humble. He's being raw, whoever he is. And again, whatever past he has, whatever he's done, I don't care about that. I'm talking about the perception. I'm talking about you as a person who's watching this video, who's fell for the bullshit of being humble and are constantly underachieving because you constantly want to be humble. And I'm telling you, you're doing that because you're people pleasing. And I want you to stop people pleasing. I want you to stop being a nice guy. I want you to start being a competent guy, a guy who knows his own value and can demonstrate his own value to society. Not the guy that has to muzzle his own value to make other low value people feel good about themselves. Because that's the manipulative weapon of people who are weak. People who are weak are dangerous because the way that they make themselves feel stronger is by pulling you down and making you feel like you're equal to them so that they can rise themselves up morally. They can do some moral high ground bullshit and they make you feel bad about yourself. And in turn, they feel better by crashing you out and you feel worse and you wonder why. And you constantly listen to them because they're morally correct. Fuck that shit. Fuck morality. Fuck all of that shit. Again, you have to be somebody who is not hurting people. I have to emphasize this because I think too many people, they'll listen to this and because their IQ is so fucking low, they're going to take this and say, oh, he's telling me to be a bad person. He's horrible. Bro, get your IQ level up. If you're somebody who's hating on me telling other people not to be humble, get your IQ level up and start to think at a high level. Start to think how real people who are really successful in life think behind closed doors, not in public, because they're smart. They know how to hide it. They know how to hide the pride that they have in themselves. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to. The whole humility shit is bullshit. It literally, it pisses me off because I used to live like that. I used to try to be humble. I never posted anything, any life experiences I've had. I never talked about any successes I had. I always downplayed everything because I wanted to be this meek, humble person. And what did that lead me? Nowhere. The minute I started showing proof of competency, proof of results, I got more results. I got more respect. I got more trust. You started watching me more because I have proof. If I came on here and I wanted to be humble when I first started being on YouTube and I put on a shirt and I was just talking shirtless everywhere, you wouldn't listen to me. Because you don't know that I have the proof. You don't believe that I have the proof. Why would you listen to me? You're going to listen to the guy who has the undeniable proof. Regardless of what his delivery is. You see these guys who have deliveries that are a little bit harsh and you wonder why they still get people to listen to them. Because it's undeniable that they have what it is that they say that they have. It's right there in front of you. They're not muzzling themselves. But you, someone with a lot of potential, I believe you have a lot of potential if you're watching this right now. You're hiding your potential. You're muzzling yourself to make other peons who don't even have the same level of value that you have feel good about themselves. And you wonder why shit's not working. You wonder why nothing is going the way that you want it to go. Because you constantly muzzle your own fucking value. When you get into business and you get on a sales call, you become so fucking meager, meek, and humble. And you don't even talk about the value that you can really give that person. That person has zero respect for you, and they don't end up buying what it is that you have. Because there's no proof of competency. There's no proof that you actually know what you're saying. You're saying, oh yeah, so like if you kind of want this, it's kind of good. No, this is the best thing that you could ever get. And I believe that because I built it. When you talk like that, when you talk with authority, people will call you cocky. People will call you arrogant. And the reason they call you cocky and arrogant is because they can't believe that somebody has so much confidence in themselves and has so much undeniable proof compared to them. When I look at someone talking about their successes and talking about what they've been good at and what they can do in a very confident way, I don't look at them as cocky. I look at them as smart. They're intelligent. They know how to get what it is that they want. And they know how to portray themselves in the way that they truly are. They know how to highlight all of the good things that go on in their life. They're not hiding that shit like a low IQ idiot. Oh, I have to be humble because the Bible told me to be humble. Really? Was Jesus humble? Was he? I know a lot of Christians would be like, yeah, Jesus was humble. He was God, and he was no Jesus did miracles. He didn't hide his powers. He didn't hide any of that stuff. None of these great figures that you look up to hid anything. Nothing. God didn't hide his own creation. He didn't hide his ability to create everything that you see now. He didn't hide it. He had it. He showed it. You see his creation everywhere. You wonder how this thing was created with such precision. How a human being can breathe air and their heart can beat. It's an art and it shows. He's showing off his ability, his creative ability, his divine creative. That's what I'm telling you. You are a co-creator with God, and you need to be showing your competency with everything that you do. Everything. The humble shit has to go. That's why you're broke. That's why you're not in shape. And the minute that you can start to develop that is the minute that you will change your life. So I hope you took this, you internalized it, and rewatch this if you need to. But stop being so fucking humble, bro. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody around you. Literally just makes you feel worse about yourself. And you're just going to constantly keep failing. And you're going to wonder why people don't respect you. And I have to shameless plug, again, fuck the humble shit. If you're interested in learning more about life and understanding how to become the best version of yourself holistically, not just one way, not just, hey, I want to get good at business, I want to make money, or hey, I just want to get in shape. If you want it all, if you're a man who wants it all, you want a bulletproof mind, you want an undeniable physique, you want to make endless amounts of money because you finally understand how money works and you finally understand how to build a business online. You want to have a centered spirit, and you want to feel good about having a masculine spirit, and you want to get the best women that are out there. Join Multidimensional Academy. The link will be in the description. I will see you in there. It is one of the greatest communities that is being built right now. And I'm not just saying that just to gas myself up. I genuinely believe this wholeheartedly. All right. So I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video.